Hey guys, this is going to be a video where I will be putting an apple tree onto a larger container, and I'll just show you step by step the way I do it. I also like to add some coarse vermiculite and perlite onto my potting mix just to give it an extra bit of drainage. So this is a Soil Association approved 100% organic dry fertilizer. I'll talk a bit about this fertilizer later in this video. So here we have our potting mix with the soil amendments, perlite and coarse vermiculite. As you can see, they're quite coarse, and we'll just mix it up. So with a little help, we managed to mix the soil nicely, and they're ready to be potted up. When I upport my fruit trees, I like to place the potted tree inside the bigger container so that I can get the exact depth as you see in the video. So before we pot it up, I add a handful of bone meal. Bone meal got plenty of phosphorus in it, so it will help to establish the root system. I also add charge to increase the microbial activity in the soil. Because it's a container grown tree, you'll have to give pretty much everything you can possibly to help the tree to survive in the pot for next 2 to 3 years. I got a couple of apple trees in pots. It's been in that pot for last 4 years. So I teased the root a little bit. It wasn't that pot bound, but still it will still help the tree to establish a little bit more if you do that. So this is the premix fertilizer I mentioned earlier. It's 100% organic and no added chemical fertilizer in it at all. And it's mostly worm castings, bad guano, biochar, rock meal, and that sort of thing. And it's really good fertilizer and got high reviews online. So I take about that much for one container and just sprinkle it around the base. It's not going to do any harm if you add a little bit too much because it's organic, and it's not one of them organic based fertilizer where they add NPK in it. This is pure organic, and I can't talk enough of this because I've used it before, and it's really good. I highly recommend it. So I'm also adding a little bit of rock dust, and as you can see, it's not really dusty. That's because I added a little bit of water in it. It's rather windy down here, and I don't want the rock dust to spread everywhere. So I just cover the base with my hand just to make sure it's all mixed in well with the soil, and this tree is ready to go for the next 3 years. And with the self-watering system, you will now have the leaves wilting upon you, and you can make sure that tree is in a good healthy state. As you can see, you got a few buds in it. I might take all the flowers off this year, but these are on M9 rootstock, so they don't really grow all that big. And yeah, one tree potted up. So the apple rootstocks better for growing in containers are the M9 or B9, M26. You can try M27, but it's not really productive. And Yeah, so ideally M9 or M26.